Hello everyone and welcome back to WoW Classic. Today we are going to try to finish up this water elemental quest we've had for a long time now, as well as Zapped Giants. So we'll see how that goes. From the water elementals we need our power cores, which are an exceptionally low drop rate. We are mounted. And as you can tell, I haven't had my coffee yet this morning. But we'll go ahead and change that as we get into things here. Oops. I hope each and every one of you is doing well this morning. And thank you for choosing to be here with me. I really appreciate it. I figured the beginning of the episode is probably a good time to talk about a few things. I contemplated doing a separate video, like a status update video, but I could just talk about a few things here. As far as WoW Classic playthroughs go, I'm not really feeling the Druid. And I've been thinking about trying to roll a Hunter, because I don't know, I want to experience all the Horde side zones and everything that we haven't experienced while playing on Athos. But I don't know if the Druid is going to be the character to get me through all that content. I'm positive that for some people the Druid is amazing. I'm sure it can be amazing for anybody. I just don't know if I like its playstyle personally. Some of it has to do with the playstyle itself. Some of it has to do with something simple, like I don't really like being stuck in the shapeshifted form I'm finding and not really getting to see our character or fight as our character. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna go with a Hunter soon. I just haven't had time to really think about starting that playthrough yet. Had a lot of things going on and I've been a little bit under the weather recently. It hasn't really helped that with everything going on in the world I haven't really been getting full nights of sleep. The rest I do get seems to be a little troubled at times. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. I'm probably definitely not unique in my restless nights. But soon here, I think I am going to start up a Hunter run, and I think the Hunter is probably going to be the character that takes us through all the Horde content. So if you're a big fan of the Druid, I'm really sorry about that. I just know better, especially in this game, than to force myself to continue to play a class that I'm just really not feeling. And I really wouldn't recommend anybody force themselves to play a class that they're not feeling, regardless of whether that is a class they've gotten to level 15, a class they've gotten to level 30. And I think for a hunter, I would probably go with an orc hunter. Why an orc hunter, you ask? Well, the answer is quite simple and will seem kind of shallow, but I would go with an orc hunter because they can wear boots. Think about it. They can wear boots. I forgot that some of these guys are higher level than us. We've been fighting lower level enemies for a while, and I've kind of gotten used to that, which is probably not good. Need to reacclimate myself to fighting higher level enemies here, otherwise we could get crushed pretty easily. That was a close one, for instance. These guys that still attack like elites, even when we shrink them down and bust their health pools, they, well, they still attack like elites. Like, for instance, this is not a good situation for us to be in. Let's use our instant heal here, and maybe we'll survive. There we go. Now, I don't know if we're going to have any giants any further down here, so we might have to tag a few of these water elementals and then head back to the north. You've discovered some sort of strange egg-shaped device made from metal. Fiddling with one of its knobs springs the egg to life, as it opens up into some sort of gnomish robotic contraption. A voice from inside the robotic egg crackles to life. My name's Oglethorpe Obnauticus, and my homing robot has crashed. I will reward you for its discovery. Please take this beacon to the robot. I now have computed the coordinates of the robot for you. It is in a oh! We had this item before, and I dropped it to clear my bags out, partially on accident. And then we did find the Yeti cave, and I believe I still remember where it's at. We'll take a look at our map in a moment here. After we deal with this level 49 beast of a sea elemental crushing us. There we go. Get power word shield back up. So yeah, down near the Feral Scar, there was a pathway or a cave that led behind it. Wasn't it? Wasn't it near the Feral Scar? Yeah, it's in a cave near the Feral Scar. We can do that. I think we can find that cave again. We pass through the cave and it leads you out into a small clearing. And then the robot was in the clearing. Let's get some mana back. Hey, we only need 2 more elemental cores. And this quest, which we've had in our quest log for real time, probably about a month. Probably about a month real time. We might finally finish this quest. Wouldn't that be exciting? Oh, I was totally wrong. We do have some sea giants down here. Let's get our mana back. We seem to need to burn quite a bit of mana to get them down before they squash us with their elite-like attack power. Nope, we're gonna want to do that first. I hate having to pull with this thing because, well, obviously I hate having to pull with this thing for obvious reasons. As a caster, it's a little bit of a disadvantage to us. Especially when they are able to obliterate our power word shield so quickly. We'll use inner fire too, why not? Who knows, it might just save our lives. Let's not leave these guys up on our flanks as we try to fight a giant. Let's clear at least this guy out. Can we not use this on this one? Hmm. That's a little bit weird and concerning. Let's head back this way. We'll grab this guy, who may have just respawned right in front of us. I don't know for sure, but it does seem like he just respawned. Or he had a buddy hanging out right next to him that I just didn't see originally. It's always a possibility. Let's see if maybe some of these giants haven't respawned up here. Yeah, I'm not sure why we can't use him on that guy. I'm glad we just put our entire face underwater to eat and drink, and we're not drowning. That's brilliant. Yeah, the water elementals are back up, so I'm gonna assume the giants are gonna be back up as well. Start using our cooldown a little bit more. Oh, you got weirdly out of range by like 1 inch. Okay, so this is a wave strider, and I think the one down there was a shore strider, so possibly just two entirely different enemies, and the item is not going to work on the shore striders apparently, which is fine. Oh, completed at last. Oh, alright. Now we just need a bunch more giants. 6 more of these guys, in fact. Let's see if we can get it today.
Got the best deals anywhere. Have a good one.
Alright, so not sure, but obviously he's not keen to refill our zapper. I find it hard to believe that we've only been logged in for 2 hours of game time while we've had this quest, but I guess it's possible. In fact, it must be the case if I'm reading the duration of it correctly. It must have been timed at 2 hours, which is unfortunate. And now he wants us to collect more water elemental cores, which it marks as red. And I'm kind of not understanding why it's red. Unless we can't get it from these anymore, unless we have to go somewhere else with higher water elementals. But he used the same names that these guys have, so I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I mean, they're not dropping it right now, but that's not unusual for them. They do tend to have a low drop rate. Let's try a couple more water elementals, just to see if we get any more cores. If not, then these aren't the water elementals we're looking for. And as far as the Zapping Giants quest, I guess I'm gonna have to abandon and retake it. And then I'm gonna have to complete it in 2 hours, so I will try to get up the ambition to do that on my own. I want this guy to come out here so I can loot him! No! I can't loot you back there. Well. Shit. Maybe I can loot him if this guy does his little path again. I might be able to sneak in behind him and grab that loot. Not from that distance I won't be able to. Well, we can still get elemental cores off of these guys, so again, I'm even more confused why this is red. So at least we know that. I mean, that's not a very exciting prospect, I know. I think I'm gonna check out some places like the hinterlands and maybe head back to Tannerus. And see if there's any other things we can do. I've already done a little bit in the hinterlands. And I don't know if there's going to be any more for us to do there. I know on the Horde side, there was a ton to do in the Troll Pyramid-ish area to the northeast, I want to say. But I don't know if that's the case on the Alliance. I didn't see any quest taking us over there on the Alliance side of things. So for now, we're just going to Hearth. Gonna get some rested experience, and then I will decide what we're gonna do next. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your support. So let me know what you think about, you know, what we should do on this character, and you know, about other playthroughs. Like I said, really thinking about starting a hunter and shelving the druid. The druid just really isn't my thing. Everyone has preferences. I find the druid combat slow. I know that eventually it's going to change. We're going to be a cat. It's going to be different. When I think about being a cat, all I think is, well, this is going to be, you know, another form that I'm going to spend all my time in. That I don't get to see my character, and I didn't realize how much that actually bothered me being in those shapeshifted forms for the majority of the time that we're playing. I do like to see my character, and once in a while we get different gear and he looks different, and that's cool. So yeah, to each their own, I guess, but I'm interested to know what you guys think. Let me know. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves out there in the world, and take care of each other as well. And we will see you back in Azeroth really soon. Bye now.